Hi, welcome, evolving souls. This will be your Sunday Soul Wisdom message. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Angels, ancestors, those that guide me, those of the highest light, please protect me as I give messages for the people that need it. Three more cards, please. We have action here. So some of you are taking action or you need to take action. So we'll see. We're going to pull some tarot to figure out what exactly is going on. We're going to let that one slide out. I don't think that was meant to slide out, but we're going to let it go. We have discernment. Okay, the unexpected. We're going to take this back. We're not going to look at it. I only like to take the cards that like force themselves out. That one kind of like eased its way out, and it was kind of like a mistake on my part when I shuffled. So we're going to keep that where it's at, and it will come out again if need be in another reading. So we have action, discernment, nourishment, and the unexpected. The unexpected to me feels like a new beginning, something, of course, that you don't expect. Some of you may need to give yourself a little bit more nourishment, or you're doing that. Discernment is out here. I feel like discernment is kind of like a warning. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And we're gonna see what take action means. We have the number 15, 10, 7, and 43 out here. 43 reduces down to a 7 again. So July 7th may be of some significance. July in general. We're gonna see. Why is action out here? What do the collective need to know about action? Do they need to take action? Um, Are they creating action in their life? Um, I feel like action and discernment goes hand in hand. Oh, there's nothing coming out. Hold on. Why is action out here, Spirit? Why is action out here? Wow, this has never happened. Why is action out here? Ah, we have the Lovers and the Judgment card. So you may have taken action on a situation with a person, and Spirit is calling judgment. Um, when Lovers and Judgment is out here with action, not to say it's not a good thing. One more card, please. But I feel like the divine is saying they're taking action on this. Like you've given them permission. Ooh, that wanted to flip out. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Oh yeah, because you decided to move on. You or the other person. I'm feeling like this is you. Have decided to move on. And that's the action that you took. And so the divine is giving all clearance on allowing this to dissolve itself. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. We have two major arcana cards out here. That's probably why it took so long to come out. And we have the Six of Cups at the bottom. Someone is heavily thinking about the past, or you could be, but even though you may still be thinking about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you decided to move on, to heal. It was not an easy decision. I feel like the divine is congratulating you on deciding to take that action to move on. I feel like many doors is going to open for you because you release this energy, this person. I don't know who this person is, but for you to leave, obviously, it could not have been a person of your best interest. We have Gemini out here, Aquarius, Scorpio. You could be either dealing with those, dealing with that zodiac sign, or you could be one of those zodiac signs. We have 6-6 here, meaning harmony. Like you just want to. And then we have the Six of Cups. We have 6-6-6 out here. And with this 15-6. Now, people say, oh, 666 is a double number. That is not true. Six is about harmony, alignment, and healing. You have decided, wow, you have decided to heal yourself, and you knew that by allowing this person to stay in your life, they were not, you weren't going to get that. They may have been toxic. You could have known them for a very long time. This could have been a very long, like, relationship that you've been in. So this movement, this Six of Swords of moving on, definitely was a thought out decision, a thought out decision for yourself. I cannot believe that six, and six is here. You are establishing harmony within your life, within your spirit, within your soul. And I think divine just wants you to know they see you, they got you. Wow. A lot of forgiving had to need to be done. I don't see any kind of like the energy that I'm feeling with this. Like you were just like over it. Like there was no more arguments. There's no more, the push and the pull and the exchange of negative energies. You was just like, I'm done. I love you, but I have to go now. Wow. Wow. Heavy air sign and water. We have fire sign out here with Pluto with the judgment. Yeah. Wow. Congratulations. Change is not hard, and when you have to leave someone behind, like, because they can't get right. You know what I'm saying? It's and you see the potential. You see that what you see the potential. The relationship could have been, and this doesn't necessarily mean an intimate relationship with the lovers out here. That's what I'm getting. But this could have been a relationship that started off really good and it had very good potential, and then somewhere down the line, it just went straight down the shitter. I'm sorry. It just I'm not too sure what exactly happened. We're not going to get into that because this is not a love I'm reading. I will do those and we will get into depth out, about certain situations, but, get into the nitty gritty and get a little nosy. But right now, this is your soul wisdom message, and divine is saying you are doing right by your soul by allowing this person to be free, to let them do what they're due so that you can be free. When I look at this action card, she is like dancing. This is a ballerina. Yeah, she's dancing, she's free. You took the necessary action to free yourself. June 20th could be a significance. June 6th, we're clarifying for discernment. And this came out like this. So yeah, for your 10 of cups, I think you knew. I think you know 10 and 10. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but the cards are talking. There's completeness. I think that is a word. There's transformation. There's an end of cycle. You are looking to have happiness. Everybody deserves to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And you're using your discernment by taking actions to fulfill that. As I was saying, June 6th, June 20th could be of significance. June 2nd, we have 10. What else for discernment? Yeah, you just want your happily ever after. And if you're not using your discernment, the divine is asking you to. Like, look at what's going to make you truly happy. You know, because you have feelings of warmth and secure and you just joy. But if you think about something or someone and it doesn't give you that, it gives you like anxiety, fear, anger. Just wanted to come out. Then that's not that won't give you to your 10 of cups. But I feel like you evolving souls out there, you are using your discernment. Um, and there is going to be wish fulfillment because you are using your discernment. You're tapping into your intuition. You're listening to your spiritual team on what you need to do, who you need to cut out, um, as far as, your life so that you can be happy. I don't know if I took that the correct way. I think it came out like this, and I feel like I need to take it like this. And we have the sun, and it says spread your wings and fly. We have 19 out here. 19 reduces 1, and 9 reduces down to a 10 again. Some of you are transforming. This is awesome. Not to say, if the reading went sideways, that is not awesome. It's just that it is just showing that whoever these messages for, you are evolving into the being that you are meant to be, the being that you want to be. So we have 10, 10, 10 out here, just like we had 6, 6, 6 out here. Anything else? I'm going to try to be mindful of how the cards came out and flip them over the way they're supposed to. Some of you probably still need to make some decisions. You're still making decisions in your life, and you may not feel like you're making the right choice. Uh, know that you are, okay? Know that you are. If you are receiving or asking other people about what you should do, I say look to yourself. Your discernment got you this far, it will get you where you need to be. Okay? I'm going to move this here. And then we have 111 out here, which is new beginnings. With this Ace of Swords, there's also new beginnings, new ideas, but there may be a little bit of delay because there hasn't been a decision made. You're still trying to figure out, am I making the right choice? And I feel like, the divine, your spirit team is saying, yes, just use your discernment. Your gut instinct. You got it. Use it. Everything that you do. Wow. Yeah. To find your joy. Some of you are just living in a lap of joy just by using your discernment. You gives two high holders. I'm trying to not to cuss on this channel, y'all. It's a new channel and I want to make sure YouTube doesn't flag me. So, yeah, you just you don't care. You don't care about what anybody has to say. However, with this Ace of Swords down here, you may, you know, be holding yourself back because whatever ideas you have may not be I don't want to call it the norm because there is nothing normal. In this day and age, I mean, ain't nothing should be considered normal, okay? But it may be out of the box, so out of the box that it may not resonate with those around you, but have no fear. Once you start to evolve into yourself, you start to develop a new soul tribe. Oh, we got the Queen of Swords at the bottom. Yeah. They're asking you, still may remain logical or whatnot. Speak your truth. Um, yeah, speak your truth. Speak your truth. Establish your boundaries. Again, you may be seeking, I think that's what I was saying, but I don't even know if I finished the sentence. You may be seeking advice from others, and it may not be the best thing to do because they may not been in the situation that you're in, if that makes any sense. Like a person can only give you advice on their experience. So if they haven't experienced what you're going through, they haven't, really tapped into your ideas or, had similar things going on, they may not be able to give you the appropriate advice that you need. Okay. And sometimes a person's advice can steer another person in the wrong direction because of their lack of knowledge or open mindedness to whatever the situation is. We have Libra out here, Pisces. The air signs out here: Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and then we have fire with the sun, which is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Okay, a new beginnings because you're using the discernment. There's new beginnings happening. So we have nourishment out here. There's nourishment out here. The Knight of Cups. I like to read what it says on here. It says, express your creativity with compassion, loving emotion. So it came out sideways, so we're going to take it sideways. Why is the Knight of Cups out here with nourishment? You may need to nourish yourself with a little bit of not just food, but a little bit of love too. We have the Emperor out here and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So a couple of things, okay? The Knight of Cups is usually someone is proposing a romantic offer. This could be an individual, very emperor, masculine energy, and it's just energy. It could be a woman, you know, um, that's in the emperor energy, but somewhat of power and control, and they want to help you. One more card, please. One more card. Ace of Wands. To manifest your new beginning, allow yourself allow yourself to be showered with um, others' help, if that makes any sense. There's going to be people along your path that is wanting to, help you. However, with this Ace of Wands um, coming out sideways and the Knight of Cups, you still have to use your discernment on who is for you and who is not. Okay? Who is for you and who is not. It could be an Aries, a Virgo that's in your energy. I also take this as too that you are giving love to yourself. This Knight of Cups that came out sideways, this could be you giving the nourishment that you need, taking back your power and establishing the financial stability that you need. Yeah. Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, and we have fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is out here. October 1st, October 19th, January 10th, January 19th could be of significance. April 9th, September 4th can be significant. September 1st, April 1st, January 4th or 9th could be of significance. And we have the King of Cups. Emotional. This could be a person, y'all. They are they are not only a leader, but they're very very mature, very calm. Like they may have on the outer exterior to be like hard or very stern because they're about that business, but deep down, I feel like they have a lot of love for you. Again, this is not a love reading, and this could be not necessarily a person in the 3D. This could be, a person on the other side. You have Pisces out here, water sign, with this King of Cups. For this person, whoever this energy is very warming. It's very like you can depend on that person, but still, use your discernment because not everybody that walks in, that may have that leadership skills and come off, all nice is that person that I'm speaking of. So, with all tarot readings, they're general messages. Take what resonate, leave the rest. Hmm. Yes, I see you financial independence, happy, maybe establishing a family, all because you took the action you needed to letting go of something, of surrendering something or someone. I'm thinking it's someone unexpected. Why is unexpected out here? Unexpected is something that you don't see coming. What does the collective not see coming? What's going on with that? Mm. You may receive some bad news about money. Mm. One more card, please. Give me two more cards. Oh, some of you are worried about it. Some of you are worried about it. You're worried, the unexpected. This may have been something that you have experienced before, like the lack of finance, financial gain, having money, a very like lack mindset. But with the Seven of Pentacles here and the Six of Pentacles here, you need to look at your hard work that you've done. The Six of Pentacles, either you are giving or someone is going to give to you. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. There's going to be alignment in this situation. That's what you don't expect. Whatever financial troubles you're having, so to isolation. One more card. Whatever financial, oh snaps. Why did Seven of Swords have to come out here? Okay. Whatever financial issues that you're having, they are going to clear up. However, be mindful of someone in your energy that is wanting to take. We have the Seven of Swords out here with the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, and then we have seven here. They're asking you to use your discernment about who you allow, who you're giving to. Somebody in your energy is just taking. This Page of Pentacles, I don't think this is you. If this is you, I need for you to get yourself together and be responsible with your money. However, this could be a particular individual who is in your energy that is not very good with money. They like a handout. Um, they see all the hard work that you're doing and they just want to take. They just want to take from you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or maybe not. Be a Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus out here twice. Um, yeah. And you have to make the decision. Didn't I say something like you haven't made a decision about something? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. This may be another individual you may have to, let go out of your energy. You gotta say, you know, you gotta say bye to them. You gotta release them out of your energy. They're not for you. They're going to try to take however much they can from you. And this may be, oh, this is the unexpected. This is somebody that you don't. This is someone you won't believe um that thinks this way of you. Like they're watching you. I know this is different than what I said at the beginning, but the energy is coming out. Um, and I feel like divine wants you to be mindful of this individual. You may have known this person for a very long time with the Six of Cups. May have heavy memories. This could be a relative, someone that did for you, you do for them. However, I feel like they're wanting you to do more for them than they have done for you. It doesn't have to be a tick for tack. Not advise anyone not to be in a tick for tack sort of kind of relationship because there's always going to be a uneven balance of things. And Capricorn out here again. And with this energy, they want what you have. Whatever you're doing, the Hermit came out at the bottom before. I don't know if you saw that, but the Hermit did come out. I feel like the divine is asking you to keep whatever you have got going to yourself. Um, Use your intuition on who you want to get advice to, who you want to tell your happy news to, because everybody that's around you may be surprised. They are not necessarily for you. Some people thrive off the energy of someone struggling. I know that it's weird to think about. However, it is true. Some people misery, some people love that misery, honey, because they're miserable and misery likes company. It's crazy, y'all. Crazy. Anything else that you would like the collective to know? Our evolving souls to know in this message? Anything else? One or two cards, please. Thank you. It says doubt is blocking your flow. Reaffirm your trust and release fear of the unknown. So this is where this indecision may be coming from, and why the sun is on sideways is that you haven't fully trusted in the process. Okay. And it says acceptance, embracing what is brings peace. Resisting reality only prolongs discomfort. Breathe deeply, acknowledge your current situation without judgment. So accept what you cannot change. Okay. Have the courage to change things you can, and have the wisdom to know the difference. All right. What are some of the blocks that the collective need to work through? 2 to 3 cards, please. What are some of the blocks that the collective needs to work through? It says release the soul burden. Thank you. So it says release the soul burden. What you carry in silence still shapes your path. Speak it, feel it, and finally let it go. Whatever happened, whatever people that are in your energy, regardless of how long you have known them, um, it's time to release them. It's time to let them go. I think this is just confirmation. And you would know, like I said, if a person or situation is for you, do you feel light? Do you feel heavy? Do you feel burdened? Do you feel like anxiety? Do you feel fear? Do you feel animosity? Do you feel hatred? Do you feel, on the opposite of that, do you feel joy? Do you feel love, happiness, fulfillment? Um, that's how you will know what needs to, what you can keep and what you need to release. It says learn from pain. Pain is a catalyst for change. Allow it to lead you to deeper wisdom and growth. So some, not all of you, are still experiencing pain, I feel like divine is asking you not to wallow in that pain. Wallow means that not to, disregard it, cry it out. Your emotions are valid, right? But not allow it to shape you because pain will hinder you. It will keep you in that, um, keep you to hold on to something that no longer serves you. Okay? It could be either a catalyst for change or growth, or a catalyst for hindrance, for stagnation, for attachment. Um, but by learning from that pain, you understand the lesson, right? You take the lesson and then you release the rest. And then it says face your fears. It says fear is a teacher, not a barrier. Face it head on, and it will lose its power over you. So face your fears, release the fear of the unknown, release the fear of the unknown. I know I said something about that at the beginning until the Seven of Swords popped up. That some of you may have, in the past have had lack, that didn't have enough, and always had to. I didn't say all this, but always had to struggle, and you feel like you may go back to that. And I feel like divine is saying that no, you're not. Okay, if anything, you'll be the one that's giving, but you need to be mindful of who you give to because there's somebody in your energy that's just looking to take from you, looking to take more than what you're possibly willing to give or can give. Advice for the collective. It says gratitude. There's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you are thankful for. So stay in the advice to you is to stay in the energy of gratitude. Be thankful for what you have now. If you can't really find that because you got too much going on, there's too many energies in you and around you, and you just want to like punch something, okay? I don't know where that came from. Think about where you came from. That is how you'll be able to get into the state of gratitude about the here and now. Look at your journey and where how far you've come to where you were back then. And then you'll establish that gratitude in those that guide you, your spiritual team, the divine, and gratitudes of yourself for you for every action of change that you made. You use your discernment to get to where you are now, right? And so have gratitude for yourself, have that love and compassion for yourself of the growth that that you're doing. Yeah. And then we have encouragement. It says you are going to level up. Let me read that again. Encouragement. You are going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There is a reward waiting at the finish line. It says you are going to level up. I feel like, you know, we're already, this collective energy is already leveling up just by, us making decisions for ourselves, no one else, right? Some people ain't gonna be happy about it. It is what it is. They'll be okay. But work through the pain, work through the fear, and then just start to release those things, people, places, and things that no longer align with you. Okay. It's okay. You got the thumbs up. Divine said you're leveling. You are going to level up if you haven't already, and you go continue to do so as long as you walk in your truth, stand in your truth, speak your truth. Okay. Can't make it up. Damn. Abundance of money, manifest your richest life. Cannot make it up. As long as you stand in your truth, use your discernment. Abundance of money, man. I didn't even know this card was in here. Let's see what they gotta say. And I didn't even get to ask the question either. Let me see if it has a oh, it's the first one. It's the first one. It is the first one. It says you are a timeless and powerful soul who can mess who can mess. Leave the mess, okay? So you can manifest. Okay. You are a timeless and powerful soul who can manifest all you desire. Set your intentions and request what you want from the universe. Money is an energy needed in this world. It helps with freedom, enjoyment, and ease. Abundance is not just about money. It is about loving connections and receiving all the resources that you and fulfilling your life's experiences. And I'm not going to read all of this, but the first of the wisdom, it says, allow money to be your good friend. That's what it's there for. So this lack of money, just a little bit of some of my fears that I've had that may resonate with you. You know that saying, money is the root of all evil? And so in my head, and I'm still working through this, y'all, in my head, those that have an abundance of money, not to say that they're evil, but they have done something. What is, I know it's a weird way of thinking. Like, I took money as that same money is the root of all evil to condensed it to money is evil, and that is not the case. So this may be the fear of of money may be something that is blocking you to your abundance, but you are leveling up, you're breaking free from this, not to say that this was your you know misconception, about money, but you are breaking free from whatever it is that is holding you back, and abundance and money is coming through. Allow it to come through, okay? Allow it to come through. Ask for protection. If you have a fear and you know this individual that just like to take, and you have a fear that if they knew that you have money, don't tell them. Don't tell them nothing that you're doing. Nothing. Nothing that you're doing. And then ask for protection. Your spirit team, your guides, the divine will remove this person. They will ease on out because when you're at a higher vibration than those around you, you no longer align with them. And so they will naturally leave. Like all of a sudden, phone calls will stop. They'll stop showing up at your door. They'll stop asking. You no longer, especially if you, where's the Queen of Swords at? Especially if you keep your boundaries up, they know that you are no longer that person that they can use. um, a lot of good-hearted people get used because other people think that they're weak, and it's not that. We just have compassion, we have empathy, we understand the struggles, we understand the reason why somebody is doing A, B, and C, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we should keep allowing them to misuse our our love, our compassion, our willingness to give. And then two, the universe has a way of blocking our blessings when we start to give it to people. We give our blessings away to people who don't deserve it. Okay. All right. So we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this with any final messages from angels, guides, any final messages for the collective, and then we're gonna pull one more card and end it there. Okay. Um, any final messages, or if you want to announce yourself, let us know who is here in this reading. Uh-oh, something wanted to come out. This wanted to come out. Okay, 2 cards is good. Thank you. The bottom we have Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Didn't I say speak your truth? Speak your truth, walk your truth, stand in your truth. Commander Ashtar is given the okay. It says express your creativity. Thank you, angels, for helping me express my inner creator. So express your creativity. They're giving you the okay to be yourself, regardless of what anybody is going to say about what you're doing. Be yourself. Step in your truth and let it be known. Stand in your light. This is what I'm getting from this picture. Stand in your light. Don't keep dimming your light because people around you are jealous or they won't understand because they're jealous. Like, stand in your light, stand in your truth. Walk your talk. Lead by example. Take charge. This is your life. Nobody else's. You are the co-creator of your life. Okay? And then we have Bridget, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Wow. Recognize that you have the power. You are not powerless, you are powerful. Again, you are the co creator of your life. Co creator meaning that you have a spiritual team along with you to create the life that you want, the abundance you want, the happiness you want, the love you want. Oh, I'm getting hot. Am I getting hot? One last card, and then we're going to look this up. This is the light code apothecary deck. I haven't really used this until recently for my own readings because, you know, we all going through our stuff, right? And it just gave some um, really good messages. So one card for the collective, I'm going to have to look up the meaning because I'm not really familiar with this deck. So one card for the collective, thank you. It says a clear and open mind, expansion beyond the limited mind. So you remember I had told you that limited belief of money is evil from the money is the root of all evil, my mind. That is what, you know, when we bring in outside things, it becomes distorted. My way of thinking was distorted, right? And it's asking you expand beyond the limited mind. So be open minded about the possibilities. Do not limit yourself based on what somebody else is doing or what somebody else was able to achieve. Okay. That's not being fair to you and your abilities. So try not to compare yourself to others, excuse me. So this is pretty long. So I'm only going to read um a few sentences, okay, of each information, okay? It says, what do you notice going on in your mind on a daily basis? Is your mind still and calm, or do you often find yourself ruminating on things that are not really worth the energy or aren't even real? Does your mind always want to have an answer? If you don't have the information, does it fill in the gaps of assumptions, giving you the illusion of being safer or more in control? Those are some questions that you may have to ask yourself. And it says the power of the unknown. This card reminds you to be curious, open minded, and okay with the mystery of not needing to have a solid physical and mental understanding of everything. I'm going to stop it right there because it's a lot in this book. It's a lot. This is like a full blown soul wisdom book. This is really good. So it's asking you to be open minded. You're not going to know everything. Expect the unexpected. Okay? But keep an open mind. All right? Remember, you're the co creator. You are a powerful source. And you're an evolving soul. Make sure you give this a thumbs up. I am a new channel, so every engagement helps um, to allow this message to get out to others that may need it. Okay? And until next time, bye.